Shalom friends, I'm so excited to introduce you to this video series on kosher speech. Kosher speech is the Jewish spiritual practice of being careful with our words and of having an awareness that our words have tremendous power to harm or to help our relationships. So I'm excited to dive into this mitzvah, to study with you, to learn with you, to hear about your personal experiences. And I also invite you to join us in our Neshamah community for any of our upcoming events, either online or in person. You can find all of our information at niboka.org. And I would love to see you. So here we go, kosher speech. Kosher speech number 5. What if it's true? Here's a story about 2 kings, some priests, and 1 shepherd. It's about 1000 BCE, and King Saul and future King David are in a battle over the throne. David leaves Jerusalem and hides in the wilderness. He is given food and provisions by the local priests. A shepherd hears about David's location near the priests and tells King Saul. King Saul infers that the priests are colluding with David against him and has the priests and all the inhabitants of the town wiped out. Who knew the Bible got into such violent succession stories? But it does, and this particular one is a prime example of rechilut, the act of talebearing that causes so much harm. We often think that if it's true, it's acceptable to say it. But in this case, it was true. The priests were feeding David, but the inference that they were supporting David instead of King Saul to be the king wasn't true. If Saul himself had come to ask the priest where was David, they may have told him. They may have explained that they were feeding him as they would feed any traveler, not as a sign of disloyalty to King Saul. The priest may have known nothing at all about the succession battle between them, or a million other possibilities could have happened. But because the shepherd passed along this information without any context, it led to tremendous bloodshed. This is an extreme example, but the Jewish value is clear. Words have power, and once words are spoken, they can't be taken back or controlled. The Talmud teaches that words are like arrows. Once they are launched, they can cause harm far and wide. Even true words need to be handled with care. Can you think of a time when your words were true and still caused harm? Sometimes the truth hurts, as they say, but are there gentler and safer alternatives? And in what scenarios is the truth necessary, even if it is painful? Judaism teaches us in multiple examples that our speech is our most powerful and often least attended to connection with others. Let's continue to learn about kosher speech and experiment with ways it can strengthen and ease our relationships. Thank you for learning with me and being part of our Neshamah community.